Ladies and gentlemen, stay at home and play more games like Serious Sam HD: The First Encounter. Serious Sam's a weird game. If you've never played Serious Sam, it's basically levels designed with a bunch of monsters and you just have to blow things up. It gets pretty hectic. So, let's play a little bit of Serious Sam HD and tell you why you should be playing this. I'll tell you what, let's do like early level and then we'll do something that's a bit more crazy. Approaching Thebes sounds like a fun one. So let's start with the first one. I'm not going to pronounce this stuff. We're going to do it on normal. Now there is a secret right at the beginning of this, which I'm not going to do. There's a story. You don't need a story for this game. It's crazy. So,
ready for battle.
If you guys are interested in a little secret, follow this path all the way out to the desert. It will spawn some very hard enemies to kill when you have the pistol. Essentially, though, there are doors around this place that I probably can't get into yet. But this game is basically a first-person shooter. This is the HD version of said game. And you get crazy weapons. We've got a knife, which I don't think is ever good in this. I could be wrong. But essentially, you start with a revolver, and there are other weapons and things that you can get fairly easily. Oops. What are we doing? Oh, something just spawned. So now eventually this storm will go away and it'll get very sunny. Or they get lightning bolted while the storm's on. But yeah, there are tons of collectibles. Nice. There are tons of collectibles. There are secrets everywhere. This is the kind of game that is just very full on, very pedal to the metal. I happen to know there is a secret. One of the one secrets I do know about.
Yeah, baby.
Give me this bad boy. So, got ourselves a shotgun now, which is good because the revolver is utterly rubbish. And these enemies are all very weird. They got like no head. But this is just a little taste of the craziness that will be coming. You do get the other shotgun in here at some point. Oh, now I've got double revolvers. Which, again, is better than one revolver.
Yeah, it's all fun and games until somebody loses an eye.
But really, this is what we want. If I remember rightly, this level's fairly short anyway. There's not a huge amount of stuff here to collect. Oh, there's a bit of health over there. Let's go in here. This is our first, like, a little arena fight, maybe? There's the actual first shotgun that you'll generally find.
Yeah, baby.
But, honestly, why would you... Apart from this firing faster, the double barrel is the big hitter. Each gun has very specific... these boys. Probably one of the most annoying enemies in the entire game. Get some armor. So you're starting to see more and more what this game is about. I believe that's the first level with. Level complete. Yay! So, rather than carry on into the sand canyon, I want to show off a later level with a lot more... Hopefully I'm going to have a lot more weapons. I can't actually remember. Let's go with Approaching Thebes on normal. It's just a long, straight level. And this is what I currently have. So you can run... By the way, these maps are huge. You can just literally run off in there. There's probably a secret over there. There's probably a secret back there. Stuff everywhere. But we're not going to do that because you don't want to watch me run it towards very little for a very long time. Ow. So we're going to try and make our way through this level with nothing but a lot of shotgun shells. Oops. And I'm not the best shot, so taking a lot of damage for free, aren't I? So I've got a feeling you might only get the shotgun on this level. We made a mistake and not... There's a walker. The guy's screaming at me. These guys you gotta be careful of because they blow up. And I'm probably gonna die now. So it's good. Yeah, getting a single shotgun out might be a better idea. Why would you choose to spawn there? But you can already see this is like ramped up in terms of difficulty. The very last level gets insane. Now, I may not complete this level because I can't remember how long it is, to be perfectly honest. They got these walker dudes. These guys are annoying. These are the little versions. Big versions are much worse. Probably going to stick with this shotgun. Just because the shotgun does fire a little bit faster. Oh god. Maybe not. Ow. Ow. Take that onto the face. Downside is shotgun is not very good at long range, so just gonna have to get the Colts out, I think. And try not to die in the process, but hey, who knows? We may die in the process. Give me a goddamn rocket launcher or a machine gun or anything other than this. We need some ammo. Oh, there we go, we've got rockets. Okay, so now we can use some real weapon. Rocket launcher. Extremely good. But you can kill yourself with it very easily. And I, for some reason, not managing to kill any of these. Oh well. Let's do a different level. I wanted to show off more of the weapons, but I can't really do that on a level that doesn't give you many of those weapons. I believe June's is... I could be wrong, but I think this one gives you one of the fast-firing guns.
Here comes trouble.
Yeah, so we've got some actual weapons now. We've got a grenade launcher as well. Now, if you're playing multiplayer, you don't actually insta-die. You can respawn. Is it one rocket that kills these? Yeah, nice. Get used to hearing this music. Fudge. Oh, there's a big walker. I'm going to die because of that. Got a machine gun here. This is probably a little bit better to use actually. But you can see this game gets pretty crazy. Pretty crazy pretty quickly. And this is just on normal, mind you. And so recently I played this with Don Hayes and we had a good fun time with it, but Christ. That's what happens. You don't ever want to let these dudes get close to you. Probably one of the most annoying enemies to deal with, just based on the fact that they blow up and they will murder you very easily. Look at that. So we've got a few more weapons. We've got the Tommy gun that eventually becomes a minigun. We've got the rocket launcher and the grenade launcher. This might be the level that you get the laser machine gun on. Again, you can walk all the way out into these maps and really have a look. But what makes this game so fun is the fact that it's ridiculously crazy. Let's get the... I'm going to get the machine gun out because it's got fairly good range. Should have gone for the rocket launcher, shouldn't I? Not the grenade launcher. Oh boy. Well, I'm clearly doing well. Just to give you guys some kind of look at the last level, because I'm clearly not going to complete any of these levels, am I? Trying to talk and do this game is nigh on difficult. This is the last level. You have to run away from a very big thing, and this is just to show off the rest of the guns. There's a cannon gun. Here is the laser gun. These guns are great, but all you need to know is there is a big thing chasing me on this level. and I can't kill it, so I have to run. And I will most likely die because this is very difficult. Oh yeah, okay. So we're not going to see that bit. We've got to do this bit first, and this is the crazy wave-based part that you have to do before the end of the level. So we'll see how far we get. I'll probably just do this section of it. Well, I'll try and show off all the weapons that I don't have the I do have the minigun. Okay, so here is the my favourite weapon. Why ever stop firing when you can just keep doing this? Probably like the laser one's probably slightly better, honestly. There's a bunch of dudes to the right of me. And as you can see, this is pretty crazy. Now, this is only on normal. I've never really played this on anything harder. And that is just the first wave. This, really and truthfully, you want to stay in the middle and collect stuff. But the thing that makes this game fun is just this, the escalation of how ridiculously hard this game gets. And the guns just get great. And like, the thing is, you don't have to reload, you don't have to do much. You can just hold your button down on this, on the trigger, and go to town on a bunch of dudes. So hopefully you can see why this game's fun. You can play this, I think, up to like, is it 8 players, 16 players, something ridiculous. Which must make these sections ridiculously silly on hard difficulty. It's annoying that this minigun doesn't quite kill these dudes as fast as I'd like, but, you know, beggars can't be choosers. Maybe I should use the electric one. The reason I'm using the minigun over the electric gun is simply because it seems more hit scan than it does. This seems to be fairly instantaneous. The other one is like projectile based. Most of the guns are projectile based. I think this is just hit scans. Same with the revolver. I believe that's hit scan, but obviously the rocket launcher's got an actual projectile. So far, not too bad. Finger's starting to hurt a little bit though. Now the good thing about playing multiplayer, it doesn't matter if you die as well, because you can just respawn, whereas in this you can't. I need some ammo. Give me those bullets. Well, it's a fairly simple game. It knows exactly what it wants to be. It's on PC. I don't know if it's on anything else. But this is... oh, get a bit of a reprieve. Probably should grab some health. We're going to use this one. Mix it up a bit. Oh. This probably does do more damage. Scattering the lasers. They're going to probably... yeah. So they probably fall out the other side now. There are other enemy types in this section, just not seeing them right now. So a bunch of these, I forgot what these things are called. This game does a really good job where you can like analyze the enemy, it'll tell you what they do, what's the best weapons against them, stuff like that, I think. I hate these enemies, they're just so many of them. They get probably one of the most used enemies in the entire game, to be honest. Just because of the way they chuck their balls and chains, and they run at you and jump, and quite frankly, they're just a pain in the ass. Right, they're lining up for me now, so oops. You kind of want to kill them quickly because they start doing this jumping bollocks. Now I think we're going to get the stampede now, or we're going to get the yeah, so you can hear that. Comes the stampede. That's right, guys, there's only one of them. Oh, if only. So this section gets... this is probably where you should be using the cannonball, which is what we're going to do. And this is what the cannonball does. Now you can charge this thing up, but the good thing about the cannonball is it will just roll through things. You don't get that many shots with it. Now I need to get both the healths. And And they blow up eventually. Oh, that went down. Luckily, audio is 3D in this, in the sense that I know where shit's coming from. Hopefully it's just from the one side, which it is. Now, this is what happens when you charge the cannibal. It'll kill things a lot better. Now, I'm hoping there's nothing coming up from behind me here. Hoping. This is Cannibal's pretty much designed for taking out these enemies because they just all run in a line. The scary part of this is that eventually, unless it was more of a, depending on how many players you have, the enemies will start running from both sides at the same time. When that happens, things get very dicey. Like this. But, you know, we're doing alright. Oh, wall just opened up. No, there's a lot of dead bodies here. Trying to make sure I don't get cornered. Because they will start coming out the other side if I'm not careful. Oh, they've stopped. The golden. Obviously the cannon is really the one you want to... Uh-oh. So now I can hear them coming from both sides. Oh boy. I'm probably going to die. Because, that's a lot of stampeding going on there. So even the quick save. Well, I'm not going to set you through that. You just have to wait and play the game yourself to see more of the game. That's Serious Sam, basically, in a nutshell. You can play it co-op, you can play it single player, you can do deathmatch. It's a ridiculous game, and quite frankly, you know, it's a lot of fun. It will push you to your limits of shooting, though, because damn does it get very tough. But, you know, this is a game that I would recommend. It's, like I said, I know it's on PC. It's probably on console as well. It's fun. It's very pick up and play, very easy to play, and it's something you should play where, you know, if for some people that are still stuck at home, or for people that are still kind of, you know, at home and whatnot, it's something that I can recommend. It's fun. You know, it's a good game. It's a good laugh, and if you've got some friends, the perfect thing to play, and you can blitz through this game in you know, it's probably not that long, for like 10 hours. Some of those levels are much longer than others, but all in all, it's just a good blast. So hopefully I've done a poor job of showing you my skills personally, but done a good job of showing you what the game's like. And if you like first-person shooters that are less about reloading and more about just shooting, which is what you want in a FPS, then this is probably the game for you. There are plenty of Serious Sam games. I'll be looking at doing second and third and fourth and stuff at some point. But yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed this. If you do like this video, obviously hit like. If you want to see more content like this and more Serious Sam, then hit subscribe. Links for Facebook and Twitter down below as always. And until next time, I'm going to try and get better at this game and kill some more dudes. And I'll see you then.